Hi everybody, thank you for coming back to watch. So I'll be doing this look today. Before we begin, make sure that you are subscribed and you like this video, and please share with your family and friends. Alright, so I'm back with my Carly Bible palette today by Anastasia Beverly Hills. And I'm starting off with the color Chai, just packing that out on the very outer corner. I know it looks like I'm packing it and jabbing it into my eye, but I promise it's such a pain-free process. This step is literally not harming at all. I just look very aggressive for some reason. Once I'm done packing it on the outer corner, I'm gonna start blending it a little bit higher and then also blending it towards the center and inner corner of my eye. This is gonna be the main shadow color I'm using to lay down so I can blend the other colors onto this. The next color I'm taking is Bowie. It's the darkest brown shade that she has in the palette. It's like a cool tone brown, and I'm gonna keep that mainly in the outer corner of the eye, like the outer 1/3 of my eye. So on this step, as you will see, it's a lot of packing. I go in many times because I try to add it in little by little. I don't want to add such a harsh amount at the beginning. So that's why I'm taking my time here. And when I'm done placing the color where I want it, I'm gonna go back with the other brush from the color Chai to blend it out. And ladies, I really challenge you to try this look with me because it's one of my more simple looks, but it's one of my favorite looks as well. You literally can get this done and feel glamorous for a night out or a day out, and you'd be surprised how easy this is. And one of my holy grails, as you see in most of my videos, is this NYX glitter primer, which I'm laying down with my e.l.f. eyeshadow brush before I go in with the shimmery shadow in the palette. It's called My Angels. This primer literally keeps your shadows on all night, and the color stays true to what you see here for the whole time you're wearing it. It doesn't fade, it doesn't get tacky, it doesn't crease on me. So that's why I love putting this primer on before the shimmery shadows. I'm going to go ahead and repeat the same step on the other eye. Now that I'm done adding my angels all over my lids, I'm going to take a little bit of Bible and blend that into the outer corners and the top eyeshadow, just because I felt like Chai looked a little lonely and one-dimensional. So I thought adding Bible around would just tie it all in together. For the very bottom of my bottom waterline, I am doing Chai with a little bit of Bowie. I'm just tapping into both and blending that under my eyes. And with the bigger blending brush, I'm using the color Bear right under my eyebrow, just to give more of a matte highlight under my eyebrow. To prime my skin, I'm using Master Prime by Maybelline, and it's the blurring smoothing. I'm really trying to keep in mind for next video that I need to finish my eyes completely before I jump around, because this is how I've always done my makeup. I'll finish my eyeshadow and then I want to finish my face before I come back and put lashes. But I'm really going to try to get all the eyes done completely before I move on to the face for next time. Just bear with me. So I'm basically taking some LA Girl black eyeliner and putting that in my waterlines and on the tops. Then I'm taking my LA Girl peach corrector under my eyes, tapping it in with my finger, and then I'm blending it with the sponge just so I can correct any darkness I have in this area. And then I'm gonna go on my highlighting and brightening concealer. This is the Benefit Boing Cakeless Concealer in the shade number 2 with the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Hydrate shade C4 mixed together. Lately I've been doing concealer first, even though it's not my usual steps, but I've been liking it because since concealer covers a lot of my redness, I feel like I don't have to use as much foundation. And then as always, I love to take my little e.l.f. Small brush and get a little bit of concealer to get the edge of my liner and eyeshadow sharp and cleaned up. Definitely try this trick. In my opinion, it's better than the tape because it's not tugging on your skin, it's not as harsh, and you don't need to worry about having the tape in the exact same position, because that was my big issue back then. I used to use the tape to try to get my eyeshadow sharp and clean, but I had a trouble even in the hideout on them. And then I'm taking just a Kat Von D tattoo liquid liner to sharpen out that wing at the end. I'm going back with my trusty e.l.f. contour palette, the cream contour, and applying that all over the areas where I want to add warmth. You will see on this side I'm getting a little heavy-handed, but once I go in and start blending it, it blends out just fine, so don't worry about that. You know, I always start with the brush and then use the beauty sponge to press it in. And when I was editing, it's so funny, I was like, why am I turning my whole head to the side to do my right side of my contour? And I realized it's because I wanted to make sure my hair stayed out of my way without holding it with my other hand. So when I tilt my head all the way, it helps my hair stay away from my face. So yeah, I know my hair is annoying sometimes because I'm always moving it out the way, but it is what it is. I didn't want to edit too much of the video because my son, if I'm recording on a weekend or a day off, this is a typical setup I have, and my son is always in my room. You know, he always likes to spend time with me even if I'm recording, so this is some of the typical moments that we share in there. Once you're done putting on the cream products and liquid products on your face, just go in with the Hourglass translucent veil powder to set everything. And for the highlight, I know I'm using this one that's discontinued, but I love it so much. It's the Anastasia and Amrezy highlighter. But if you guys know a soft and pretty golden highlight, that's, what am I trying to say here? That's not chalky or thick or too glittery, let me know. Any brand that you know of, because this is my ultimate favorite highlight. I feel like it complements many skin tones and the formula is very smooth. And I don't know, it just seems like the highlighters that I love are all discontinued, and I obviously want to give you guys some options to try them out. For blush, I'm using the Tarte Holiday Collection blush, and this is in the Rose Gold Stack. It's the shade in the middle, the blush shade, and it's called Prize. And for bronzer and contour, I'm going in with the usual NYX blush and taupe, and this time I use the Maybelline City bronzer mixed in with it, not my Makeup Obsessions palette. And I'll go in between those two to set the cream contour I did, so you'll see me going over those same places. To bake under my cheeks and for my nose, it's the usual Maybelline Fit Me powder in the shade 10. But this time, instead of brushing it off like I usually do, I just remove the excess powder by actually pressing the beauty sponge in, picking up the excess powder, and blending the rest of the powder into the skin. I realize this method works better if you want a smoother finish, because if you get a, well for me, if I get a brush and I try to just keep swiping away that powder, it's gonna start picking up my makeup when my skin is dry or dehydrated in the winter time. And another very important step, in my opinion, it's a holy grail step. Once you put your setting spray on, go ahead and press your beauty blender into those spots, basically the spots that you want to make look seamless on your face. For mascara, I'm just gonna put some on before I put my lashes, but this is just the Essence. They have a lot of affordable, great mascaras. This is the Lash Princess and waterproof. It doesn't have to be anything special, just something you prefer to coat your lashes, especially mine. They're like a blonde or light brown color, so if I don't do this, you can really see them next to my fake lashes. I'm using the same lashes, don't judge. I'm just recycling the Kiss lashes in 01 because I just think they're a great everyday lash, and it's really me. It's really what I do. I'll recycle the same lash or the same style, buy it over and over because what I prefer or what I really love using, I'll stick to it. Again, ladies, I really hope you enjoyed this look. Try it out. So this is a final completed look. Thank you so much for tuning in. It's just a classy golden, well, this is like a green gold, but classy going out look. Definitely don't need these dramatic lashes, but you can use some small ones if you want. I really love this look. I just think it's perfect for different going out occasions. Thank you for tuning in, and see you on my next video.